Hey everybody, it's Sunday afternoon. It's getting cloudy. I think we're going to get a little rain here tomorrow. And, I'm straightening up and doing some things. I don't have a lot of energy still, hence you hadn't seen a video from me. I am working on it. But in the meantime, I am going to have some Halloween videos coming out. Boom, 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 one a day. Tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay, and this is not special stuff that you won't be able to get even last minute if you choose to make one of them. And they're easy and fun. The kids will love you for it. Okay, anyway, I'm going to share something with y'all near and dear to my heart. I don't discuss this. I think certain things should stay private. I am not a crazy nutty prepper. The ones that go overboard. There are some that I just love to death. They're middle of the road. They are common sense. And I wouldn't call myself a prepper, but I would definitely call myself one to be prepared. Not near as much as I need to be, not even close. But I'm just going to give y'all, hopefully you'll get a couple of ideas, because I'm going to tell you, you can say I'm crazy, whatever you want to say, I don't care. It is not going to affect me one way or the other. I hope you will heed my video here, info, and if you've got nothing in your fridge, nothing in your pantry, you're in trouble, my dear. I'm telling you, no matter who you are, man, woman, child, whoever you are, if you have not accommodated your family, minimum 2 weeks. I mean, that's nothing. I think the government even says have 2 weeks of food, and everybody says, oh, I'm broke. Well, guess what? So am I. And I do things very slowly, very slowly, very slowly. And I can't afford some of the things I'd love to have. I'd love to have a freeze dryer. Can't get anything like that because when I'm doing my fresh fruit, nothing beats the freeze drying. All right. And then, I don't know. I'm trying to stick to my notes. I do have some notes. I'm going to start by just showing you a few things, and this is just what I could grab. I have some things that I cannot grab. Y'all know about the stool situation. They don't like me on stools, and it was just way too high up. It wasn't just a one step up. I would have had to go up. And after, Memorial Day weekend, I don't think that's a good idea. Anyway, okay, I'm going to try to get to it. First of all, as they say, store what you eat and eat what you store. If you loathe beans and just won't eat them, don't store them. But if you're on a budget, there is nothing you can prepare better with. Just look. Sometimes Kroger even has those 10, they're about a pound, 10 for $10 bags of rice, 10 for $10 pinto beans. Something like that. Might be $1.50 where you are. I don't know. I'm just saying where I'm at. There's nothing stopping you from every time you go to that grocery store, no matter what you're buying, to get 1 or 2 extra bags, or a 5-pound bag, even better, okay? Other things I'm not going to go into detail about is, pardon me, even if you don't have canning jars. How many years I've been showing y'all canning jars? You do know I just started teaching myself to can about a year ago. A little at a time. I'm not confident. I will not be showing any canning videos. And I'm just now learning how to pressure can. It's not near as scary as I thought it was. If I would have just realized how easy it was, I would have been doing this 25 years ago, honestly. But my mother didn't can. My mother never had great eyesight or anything like that. And she knew a neighbor lady who had, she lost, I don't know, I can't remember anymore, part of her hand or something. She had one of those old school, old lady pressure cookers, the one that your great aunt used. My great aunt had one I was terrified of. Anyway, again, I digress if I can speak. Okay, anyway, this is just some stuff I grabbed off the shelf, all right? So, obviously, tuna keeps for a long time. Always keep tuna on hand. I do not like sardines, but I do keep some sardines on hand. I do have kitty cats, so if you have a little kitty cat or something, you know, you could help with that. Because I'm going to tell y'all, you pet lovers, you better start getting your baby's food stocked up some. You better not just be running out for your little 5-pound bag, because I got news for you. Shortages are coming. Know that I told you that. Know that I told you that. I'm seeing that with my own cats and what we buy them. And I never feed mine Friskies. If you're broke, many years I had to. But I had one cat in particular, and he could not eat the Friskies, so we just tried to get a better quality food for the rest of them. But no, I don't pay $50 a bag of cat food, you know. I love them to death, but, you know, you have to pick and choose. You have kids, whatever. Your mom and daddy, whatever, or they elderly, you're helping taking care of them. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. So I told you, I've been learning to can. And these are some I did. These are South Carolina peaches. Boy, they just, I always laugh and say, I don't know why they call Georgia the peach state, because South Carolina peaches, and if you're in South Carolina, you know what I'm talking about. South Carolina peaches just beat the pea winks out of Georgia peaches, local ones. All right, you know, winter's coming. Do you make soups? Do you like barley? You need to have some boxes of this. Anything that's going to stretch if you're in a situation. Anything that's going to stretch. Ketchup. Got kids? You know you're going to have to ketchup. You use ketchup. So I make my own ketchup. There's a lot of stuff I hadn't done the last few years because of my health. If you're regular, you know that. I guess I'm trying to talk too fast. I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm trying to not make it a 50-minute video. Anyway, ketchup. If you're lucky enough to have an Aldi's near you, don't be foo-foo. This is some good ketchup. My ketchup's better, but look, in a situation like could happen with no power or anything, I'm not gonna be in there making my own ketchup. Now let's get real. All right, pasta. What's your favorite pasta? This is just what I grabbed. These are some egg noodles. And just whatever you like. Elbow. Have several boxes of elbow macaroni. You probably can't see this good. We buy our rice in 25-pound bags, and I have containers I'll switch it to. I just literally opened this one, but it's so cheap to buy it here. And look, everybody's freaking out. Prices are going up. It doesn't all have anything to do with those barges that are parked off the coast. Some of it might, and some of it might not. But anyway, whatever kind of oil you like. I use, you know, I cook so much for y'all. You know, I have a million different oils. This is just one I grabbed. That French fry, I'll tell you that. Canned tomatoes. Now, I don't have any more canned tomatoes. I actually canned a bunch of, oh, they were so good, Roma tomatoes. But I've used them up. I'm gonna have to do it again. Just whatever you use. You know, don't know I love these. And this is just sauce, and that's paste. I always have a little bit of that on hand. I'm a big tea drinker. This is just one I grabbed. I've got a million. I probably have 30 kinds, but this is just one I grabbed. I'm a tea drinker. Do you have your favorite tea bag? You're gonna run out of Cokes. Do you have some tea that, you know, just Lipton, Louisiana, whatever you like? Stuff like that. Dried fruits. Let me come around here. Raisins, stuff like that. You like dried apricots, prunes, whatever, stuff like that. Right here, I have, whoop, sorry, bumped the camera. I use this in recipes all the time. It's just whole milk powder. I also always have buttermilk powder. Of course, y'all know I use my garlic all the time, but I also like garlic powder sometimes. So, you know, I always have granulated garlic on hand and granulated garlic powder and stuff like this, staples. And in my book, I'm sorry, garlic and onion powder are staples at my house. Salt and pepper, that goes without saying. Probably some paprika, some chili powder, stuff like that. Beans, just whatever kind of canned beans you like. Doesn't hurt to have some cans. This is some, I just grabbed this. This blackberry jam that I made. That's not a staple, but what if it's a treat? Now, I'm coming at y'all as if unexpectedly your world just stopped. No lights, no power. How many of y'all have electric stoves? See, that's another reason I want a gas stove, because I can still cook on my stove as long as the gas is up and running. If it's just a major dilemma, you're not gonna have gas either. But then I got my barbecue pit, all right? Canned milk. evaporate. I've got that, but sometimes y'all know y'all seen me use this in recipes. Y'all know I've been dehydrating here. I'm trying to not knock a bunch of stuff over. I'm trying to be careful. This is just what I grabbed. This is actually, I don't know if you can see the detail. This is just sliced celery that I dehydrated. Throw it in chicken soup. I've tested it many times. It dehydrates. Now, it's not going to ever be for salad again, but for cooking with chicken dishes especially, all kinds of things, that's going to work. Cajun dish, you could use that in a pinch. And these are the leaves from that celery that I dried. These were just together, so I grabbed them. These are, believe it or not, you see this jar right here? This is a pint jar. Pint wide mouth jar. Still a pint, 2 cups. That's 5 pounds of carrots. Look at that. That'll go a long way in some soups. It doesn't take much. All right. So, of course, I'm going to have my cornmeal. Got to have cornbread. What else? What else? Now, I want to talk to y'all about this. I don't know if you've seen this in the news. Augustin Farms. Now, I've had these for a couple of years, but I wanted to bring it to your attention. For instance, they still have some things on Amazon. They probably still have a few things. As far as I know, they've completely shut down on their website. But if you have other sellers selling it on Amazon, don't be crazy and be paying. This stuff, I can't believe, I can't remember what I got this for, maybe $22 ages ago. I can't even tell you what it is now. It's insane. This, I think I paid, hold on, kind of heavy for me. This is tomato powder. I've had it for several years. I think I gave maybe $20, $21 for it, to my memory. It's over 40 now, pushing 50. All right, I have quick cook oatmeal. And just in case, I keep old-fashioned oatmeal. Now, I normally do not use coffee make, but you can bet I have some. Because if I couldn't have my cream or whatever in my coffee, I could have something. So, all right, what else? Oh, are you a coffee drinker? Do you know what's going on with Colombia and everything and the coffee? I strongly suggest, if you are a heavy coffee drinker, you better start buying some as much as you can every payday, because it is going to be harder and harder to get. And I don't know if you paid attention to the prices, but it's gone crazy up. I get a pretty good deal on mine from Amazon. I've been doing that for years. Still beats the store for the brand I grew up drinking. All right, now, moving on. How many of y'all know what this is? I know I'm jumping around. In other words, whatever foods that you know you use a lot of, have them. And I got a surprise for y'all. I don't know how the video, I didn't make a whole video. I've just got little snippets. I'll try to throw a snippet. We've got some chickens. I'm so excited. They're so cute. Anyway, anybody know what this is? It's not a percolator. It's just old school drip pot. This was my mama's from the time she was a newlywed. 1953. Still got it. That'll make a dang good cup of coffee. But I'll tell you also, I got this. It's nice too, and I like it because this is insulated. It'll keep anything hot for hours. So I got it for that as well. But this, I think I gave maybe $19 or $20 for it. I don't know. If y'all want me to, I'll put some links below. I'm not trying to make you buy anything I'm showing you. I am simply showing you and telling you where I got it. This is called a pour through. A lot of y'all probably know that. You boil your water old school and then you pour through. Hence, pour through. And then it comes with the lid and it keeps it hot for a really long time. Now, you say, well, what if you run out of filters? So, $4 or $5, you get this. That'll last you. Your coffee will run out before that tears up. Anyway, so I'm hooked up there. So I can have my coffee. My boys like coffee. My husband likes coffee. Now, no power, you need lights. Your battery's going to eventually give out. This will eventually quit working too, but it'll be a long time. I got some of these little handy little lights. You know, you can adjust like that. And what I like about this one is, of course, it's solar. But then I also can charge it USB if I have power. And this particular one has like a little hanging hook in case you needed to suspend it and then have the light coming from below like that. It's got little magnets on it too, if you need that. Okay, well, guess what? I'm not stopping there. I'm old school. I'm like my mama. I keep some oil lamps around. And I've got a couple of gallons of lamp oil. That wouldn't last forever either. But I just got these recently. I have a million other ones I wouldn't want to pull down for this video, just in case I drop it, because y'all know I'm clumsy sometimes. Anyway, I have a couple of gallons of lamp oil. No, I couldn't get them at the same time. If all you can do is go get a little cheap oil lamp from Walmart, and they sell those little, the price is going up on that. All oil products are going up. They've got those little bottles of lamp oil. Have at least a couple. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. What else? Let me take a sip of water. Let me look at my notes. I apologize. Okay, so I covered beans and rice. You're going to need some fruit. Even have like a bottle of multivitamins. That'd keep you going for a while. Because y'all, you don't know what's going to happen. The world has gone nuts in the last 18 months. Be prepared. Whether you're in an apartment, whatever you are, do the best you can to be prepared. Have some sterno. They say, go to a camping supply place, go to Amazon, go wherever, and they have those little foldable. You can get some water hot enough, or you could get a pot hot enough to cook something in. And they have sterno, and they're a little foldable stove with a burner, and the sterno goes in there. Learn about how to make a rocket stove out of bricks that only cost 50 cents each. For less than $20, you can have a little rocket stove. That's safe to burn, and it uses twigs. So research that. If you are interested, look up rocket stove. The channel is Live Simple, Live Free. I love them to death. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. I never miss their videos. All right. And it's heavy for me here. No, I don't have it here. My son moved it. Okay, well, I've got several, but one I could get to, I thought. I've shown y'all a million times in a million videos my mama's cast iron skillet. You need something cast iron. Do you know if you had a cast iron Dutch oven, you can even bake bread in it? And I've been piddling with that. It's been actually very fun. But seriously, cast iron, there's nothing else you can actually put into a fire if you had to build an old school fire. What kind of pot you going to put on there? All this foo-foo stuff they have nowadays, it's not going to handle with all the little silicone handles and all that crap. Burn right off. You need old-fashioned cast iron. I've got Dutch ovens, I've got deep pots, I've got skillets, 4 or 5 different sizes, you name it. But invest if you can. If you can. I know I sound like I'm barking, y'all, and some of this is the echo. I do apologize. Y'all know me. I'm usually always very upbeat. But just the things I've been seeing lately, it is just not good. Not good at all. So, obviously, you got to have water. I don't care if you go to Aldi's. I don't care if you get a little bit at the dollar store. I don't care. Kroger, Myers, wherever you have where you are. Listen, you got to have water. Do you know that you have to have water before you have to have food? You can live a couple of weeks without food. Children probably less, so but you have to stay hydrated. You have to stay hydrated. Have a cheap, some kind of plastic bucket, even if you had to catch rainwater. Anything, just have it on hand, y'all. I know I sound nutty. I know a lot of people are getting turned off. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to tell you, please don't be a fool. There is not a normal, common sense thinking person in America right this minute, much less the world. There isn't a person like I said, with common sense, which it seems to me that so many have just left behind somewhere. They dropped their common sense. But it just takes common sense, y'all. I'm showing you just products I grabbed out of my pantry. But you get the idea. You get the gist. Again, store what you eat what you store. Do you have a hibachi? If you live in an apartment, do you have a concrete balcony in a STF situation? Or if your power's out a month from a hurricane or ice storm or whatever, you know what happened last year. And all these other disasters, floods, whatever, if you were lucky enough to have your house standing. Do you have something? You could put a cast iron pot on, excuse me, I wouldn't normally want to put water in a cast iron, but you can bet in that situation I would. You could put it directly on something like that, get you some hot coals, and you get your water hot enough to cook. All right, so just trying to check my list. Again, water, medical supplies, the ibuprofen, Tylenol, I don't know, I'm just thinking sinus pill, I don't know, whatever you need to take, goodie powder. Also, don't forget, ladies, men, both included, different types of hygiene products. Bars of soap, not foo-foo soap, just something that'll get you clean. Toothpaste, toothbrushes, Band-Aids, antibiotic ointment, cleansing products. You need a bottle of Dawn or something like that. Something you can mix with some water and get some stuff clean. Because you're going to have to stay clean. Because when you don't stay clean in a situation like that, that's when disease starts coming. So anyway, I just want to say, ask yourself, here's the question. What would you and your family do without power? For 2 or 3 days even. For a week? For a month? And heavens to Betsy, I pray this never happens longer than a month. I'm just going to say it. Society's become content and lazy. They're fine with other people doing things for them. You better learn to start doing for yourself. Doesn't mean you have to become a nut. I'm not a nut. I only keep on hand. Look, I'm not near stored up. I'd be in trouble just like you would. I'm working on it though. That's what I've been trying to work on. That's why I'm really getting heavier into my dehydrating. I've been getting heavier into my canning. You know, I couldn't have a garden this year. Next year, we're going to have a big one. We've already laid it out, but, you know, with everything going on this year between the fall and the gallbladder, that was just out. Okay. If you take away anything from this video, anything, this is what it should be. From this day forward, you need to move from what you're doing now to starting to save for your family as if no one will be there to rescue you. Because in the end, they will not. Okay? Like I said, keep canning jars on hand. You know, some people even, and I think I'm even thinking about doing that, but it depends on where you're going to store it, especially with winter coming. But a lot of people just take canning jars and they just fill up their tap water. It would be drinkable water. So take that tap water, fill up your canning jars, put them back in the box, put them on your shelf, wherever you're going to keep them. That's a little bit of water. And I also know of people that save, if they use liquid laundry detergent, after they've washed their clothes and they got all the soap out, they fill that up, but they mark it's for cleaning or scrubbing or whatever, because it's going to still have soap residue in it. So you wouldn't want to drink that, but there's so many other things. You could wash the floor down, you could wash the table down, you could wash your hands in that. So anyway, I'm just praying that I haven't missed anything. Let's see. Look, I'm going to tell you, dollar stores, Dollar General. Go in, see if there's any, if you're on a budget, start out like that. Sorry about that. That's my timer. I apologize for that. Got meatloaf in the oven. All right, anyway, I'm hoping Let's see. Oh, I said medical supplies. Oh, I know. If you don't have oil lamps, you need to have candles. Get some candles from the dollar store. It's better than sitting in the dark. What else? I know what I want to mention, and I did mention this already in the video, but if you can, look, I will put a link below to one like mine. I'm talking about a food dehydrator. Now, if you're broke-aid like I am, here's what you do. And this is how, especially in my kids' world, this is how I got larger ticketed items. And right now, everybody's freaking out. These prices have quadrupled in some cases. My canner, my pressure canner, that in my hot water bath canner, my hot water bath canner, I gave $18 for a 23-quart hot water bath canner. I left it in the box, didn't even touch it. Pressure canner, I think I gave $42, $43 sitting in the box. All right, guess how much they are right now? $308. You might can keep looking and find one cheaper, but you know, it changes from every day depending on what sellers. But, you know, look, so here's my hint. You're broke, but you need something. The least you can do, whether you're in an apartment or whatever, get a food dehydrator. Do you have a family member that never even touches theirs? Maybe they'll let you borrow it once a month or something. You know, just always return it. I always try to return something in better condition than when I got it. Anyway, if you are QVC, HSN, yes, I know, I get it. But anyway, they always have 4 or 5 easy pays. Because the caveat on a food dehydrator is this. Don't get one of those cheaper ones that just have an on-off switch. If it doesn't have either a button you can twist, you don't want digital. That's all foo-foo. You don't need that. But you need like a knob you can turn so you can regulate the temperature. Because if you get one of those cheaper ones, they're more for making jerky, and they're set permanently at 160 degrees. There's so many foods you cannot dehydrate like that. In fact, none of them. I don't think I've ever gone over about 138, 140 tops on what I've done so far. Okay, I've done strawberries, I've done everything, but you need one that's got settings. So they're, right now, y'all, they're running between $70 and $85 for a good middle of the road one. And yes, these are the same ones that used to be $40. That's just the way it is. If you're late to the game, you know how that rolls. So again, if you are on a very tight budget, they've got some of them right now on QVC, and HSN actually had a Nesco for like $17 a month. Okay? I know you're broke, but a lot of y'all waste a lot more than that. So if you're not doing it, I can't make you do it. I'm not trying to force you to do it. There's no way I can do that anyway. I'm trying to share with y'all all of my prep tips and all my just every day before all this weird stuff started happening. It's always to save y'all time. All right? And this is to save you and your family. Because, y'all, tough times are coming ahead. The beginning hadn't even happened yet. You think it has? Prices have skyrocketed, but I am telling y'all. And because the thing is, yes, I have a freezer. Y'all know I've got a refrigerator size of a huge fridge. I've got my freezer in my regular kitchen. I've got a freezer in my basement. I've got freezers. But what happens when you don't have power? That's why I'm getting into the canning. Because even if the power went out, you know, can't can everything. I know that as well. But I'm learning. Anyway, I have rambled on so long, and I'm so sorry. But I had to get this off of my heart and share with y'all. I'm going to tell y'all something. If just one person has listened to me, just one, then I will say this video has been successful. I love y'all. I got some fun stuff coming up. I'm going to upload this tonight. Then I'll get into my Halloween for the next 3 days, okay? Love y'all. And I'll see you in the next video. And thank you for watching. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much. And you know what your reward is? I'm going to tell you, I'm making, finally, after all these years, something's happened every year. I'm making Ghost in the Graveyards the next video. Then I'm going to make witch's brew, and then I'm going to make ghosty cuts. My kids loved all three of them. Y'all know I've got a Halloween playlist. I will double check that it says Halloween. I think it does. Where I got mummy dogs. I got all kinds of good stuff. Little things. I don't have that many. They're fun to make. And y'all know my youngest is 20 now. So I've got a 25-year-old, 23-year-old, and 20-year-old. And guess what they want me to make every year? Yes, you got it. All my Halloween stuff. Anyway, so I'm dragging on doing it. And since I'm going to do it, I'm going to share it with y'all. Love y'all. Shutting up. This has been too long. Mwah. Bye.